Hi, Geminis. What is to come up this week? What's coming up this week? What's to come this week coming up? Same thing, same difference. Let's see. So, you could have the initials E or S, Gemini. Something significant about an E or S. Um, it could be the beginning of something. This week coming up is okay. This week coming up is the beginning of something, okay? It's the beginning of something. Maybe it's the beginning of an awakening, okay? So this week coming up is going to be the beginning of an awakening, okay? So okay, it's something about maybe you're gonna find out that someone or you wants to take your time, or let's take our time, okay? Um, Gemini, you could be talking to a Pisces. Okay, you could be dealing with a Pisces or something significant about a Pisces. Okay, something significant about dreads or braids. Okay, somebody might reveal that they think about things and it makes them extremely mad. Okay, so maybe somebody is going to be communicating to you this week about some things that are creating blockages. Okay, maybe things that they start thinking about and it makes them extremely mad. Alright, maybe this week you need to create an altar. You need to create an altar for yourself. You need to pray to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your past or loved ones, okay? Your inner child, okay? Something about someone's not divine who's a rat. So there's someone in your energy that you're about to figure out that's not so divine and they're a rat and they're a part of the LGBTQ community, okay? So let's dig deeper, Gemini. What's coming up this week for Gemini? The Wheel of Fortune is here. Your destiny. This is going to be the beginning of your destiny, just Gemini. Wow. I was about to say destiny, Gemini. It all flows. Okay, this is going to be the beginning of your destiny. Okay. Success, luck, your fortune is here. Alright. But it's going to take some type of boundaries, okay? Someone's going to be in competition for this destiny. Somebody wants your destiny, Gemini, and they're after it hard, right? That might be this rat that's in your energy that's a part of the LGBTQ community. They're not so divine, but they're after your divine energy because you're destined for something, okay? You're destined for something way more powerful, okay? Success here. So you're gonna have enemies. You need to pretty much have some boundaries. You need to build a fort so these enemies cannot easily come after your destiny. So maybe you need to work on your spiritual connection with the creator. Like you need to work on your spiritual practices. You need to kind of get in the rhythm of things. That's why spirit is telling you to create an altar. Okay, create an altar. You need to write down some affirmations. You need to speak life into things or something. Something's going on to where you need to protect what's yours because someone's really after a Gemini. Because it's something about you need to make decisions. There's something about you need to make sure that you're balanced and that you need to make decisions because I feel like you go back and forth, Gemini, about like, oh yeah, this I'm all for this, but then maybe not, or something's holding me back from this, or something. Just like, what did we see? Let's take our time. Well, it's something about you taking your time that suggests fear, right? And you just need to pretty much don't confuse yourself. You need to go with what you know, but you need to be balanced though. Your energy needs to be balanced in order to make decisions. Okay, Gemini. There's something about you need to take precautions. You can't make decisions and then try to take precautions. Once you make a decision, that's pretty much it. If you are iffy about decisions, then that creates an imbalance. Talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune. And that's what makes it easy for somebody to come and try to take your destiny if you don't stand on your destiny. You need to know that where you are, Gemini, is where you're supposed to be. Yeah, somebody's going to regret fucking with their destiny. Somebody's going to regret fucking with their success, all because they want money. All because they're being impatient with money, seeing success, growth, foundation. Talking about the Seven of Wands. Yeah, because you're happy. You have a great relationship or a great support system, a great community. There's something about you finally have like balance when it comes to community, friendship, like a support system. And somebody's jealous of this. Somebody wants this. You finally are you finally are building like your soul tribe, or you're finally coming into partnership just with people who are like you. You finally have your Queen of Cups here. Someone who's healing. You finally are healing, and you're finally like in this continuous healing like relationship. Talking about the Two of Swords. There's an end right now to pretty much. There's about to be an end to you not knowing which way to go, or you having to make decisions. Like you've made up your mind about something, so now there's an ending. There's like an end to it. Confusion, anything like fear, confusion. There's an end to blockages because you made up your mind, because you made a decision, and you made a firm decision, Gemini. A very good one, a very purposeful one. So you no longer have to juggle. You don't have to juggle partnerships. You don't have to juggle relationships, decisions, okay? You needed to just change your perspective on something in order to decide. It's something about you needed to see something differently. You took precautions, and now you know. Because now you don't have to work as hard now. It's time to work smarter now. And that's because you did the work, and now you're working smarter and not harder. And that's why you're being blessed with this divine union, this divine partnership, equality, balance. But somebody from the past wants you to definitely be in this Emperor and reverse energy. Talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune, something in reverse. Definitely a karmic cycle that you had to accomplish in order for you to reach your destiny. Somebody's doing something that's forbidden. Somebody keeps doing something that's forbidden. Somebody regrets doing something that's so forbidden. Okay. Somebody regrets cheating on you, Gemini. They degraded when they cheated on you, and now they feel like a clown because maybe now you're showing up in a completely whole different way. You done healed, you done did some work, and now somebody's like, oh shit, now you have reached your destiny. This is what I could have been a part of. Abundance is coming. Look, it's in the future, a few days, 2 weeks, few months, it's coming. So this is what's coming this week. Your destiny is starting. Your awakening period is starting, and someone wants to be a part of it so bad. But they're not doing it in the most honest and right way. which they can't be a part of it anyways. They missed their opportunity, Gemini. But what they're doing is they're trying to fuck with you spiritually to be a part of this destiny. They're stealing from you spiritually to be a part of this destiny. Talk, talk to me. What's the for Gemini? Talk to me about this Queen of Cups energy. Someone feels invisible now that you have met your person. Someone feels invisible now that you have met the person that you have been longing for or something. For Gemini, now someone feels invisible and they just feel empty and they just pretty much want to get the fuck. Or they want to just run away, or they're just avoiding confrontation or something. They also feel like they're a side piece in this equation, which is okay. Interesting, Gemini. But because you are partnering with people who are alike, someone needs to meditate more. But also that since you are coming into contact with your community, your like people who are alike, people who are like you, people who are aligned spiritually like you or with you, someone feels like a side piece. Someone feels like they're not a part of something. They're not a part of, like, I don't know, something. You have Queen of Cups energy here. So if you found someone who's like a good mother or good like mother, right? Or someone who's very someone who's emotionally available, someone who can open up, someone who can someone who's healing you, someone who has healing energy, someone who's intuitive, someone who knows something. Someone now feels like they're not a part of this group or something. They're not a part of this. They feel dismissed, they feel disregarded, they feel left behind. So somebody feels left behind, like they can't come with you or something, which they can't. So there's something about this person makes harsh decisions. They like to cut off, like that energy, like, oh, I'm removing myself or this or that. They make erratic decisions. There's no more blockages now, and so maybe now you feel complete. The blockages are ending. There's been an ending to something because you have finally made a decision. So since you have made an actual decision, Gemini, now there's no more blockages. There's been an ending to that, and now there's butterflies. Now you feel complete. You feel happy. You feel devoted to this Queen of Cups, to this divine unionship, this divine partnership. It's here. It's equal. You pour into them. They pour into you. You guys could have met on a dating website. Okay. You guys could have just met as a one-night stand, and now things just took off. Talk to me. Two of Cups. Someone's jealous about this union. People are jealous about this divine union, this partnership. People are, someone's being petty, spreading rumors. Someone's also doing witchcraft, okay? Someone's trying to do witchcraft over this divine union, this divine partnership, so that you guys don't come together. And that's like the whole thing. Right now, we're going through a period of awakening, right? And people need to awaken. People need to wake the fuck up. So the creator is orchestrating divine unions, divine partnerships. The creator is basically aligning people with who they need to be with and who they're supposed to be with, especially if you're doing the work, especially if you're passing tests, especially if you know your worth, you figure things out, like you pretty much know you're of light, you stand for your beliefs and morals, and there's going to be a bunch of people who do not want powerful people and couples and divine unions to form into one, because then obviously you are unstoppable. You are direct source of the creator. It's harder to siphon off your energies. It's harder to use you. It's harder to use you. So Obviously, and you guys will be implementing light onto the world. You guys will be implementing changes, things like that, breaking generational curses and things of that nature. Obviously, the devil does not want this to happen, right? So you guys are definitely holding it together. You guys, but this person definitely tried to chain your emperor. It could be you or the other person, vice versa. It doesn't matter. Take it how it resonate. They tried to tie them down. They tried to hold them down real bad so they would never come in contact with you. This this person thought that you would never. This person, whoever is in your energy playing the fuck around with your divine union, Gemini, they really never thought that you would actually come into contact with their twin flame. Okay, they thought that you was just gonna be down heavy, like real, like chained heavy, like chained down heavy, like real bad, like anchor. I'm talking like 6 feet deep in the ocean and never come out. They wanted you to drown in some type of misery and pain and suffering so that you never reach your destiny. Yeah, but you took a risk. You took a risk and you rolled the dice. All right, this was your reading, Gemini. Peace.